31 years old, takes on, from the Philippines, making his U.S. debut, Rodel Mayol. These are 108-pounders. You see the tail of the tape, virtually even here. Actually, these are 108 pounds, so we'll clean that up at light flyweight with the IBF title on the line. Wally rules.
And Nick, under the unified rules they use here in Illinois, the 10-point must system is in effect. There's no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Neither fighter can be saved by the bell in any round, and only the referee can stop the fight. Now, the butt rule here is, on the in the occasion of an accidental foul, the scorecards are used to determine the winner after the 4th round.
So again, to set up story as we go up to Michael Buffer for the official introductions.
Whoa, whoa.
Good evening and welcome to Rosemont, Illinois' AllState Arena, serving the greater metropolitan area of Chicago, where tonight Bob Arum's Top Rank Boxing, in association with 8 Count Promotions, is proud to present an evening of world-class professional boxing for your entertainment. Sponsored by La Cerveza Más Fina Corona Extra. All bouts sanctioned by the Illinois State Professional Boxing Board. Director of Boxing, Ron Pacillo. At ringside, the 3 judges scoring this contest are Ted Gimza, William Lurch, and Denny Nelson. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action at the bell, John O'Brien. And now, let's get this party started. 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Light Flyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red with white, official weight 108 pounds. His professional record, 23 victories, including 18 knockouts, only 1 defeat. From Mandaue City, Philippines, the challenger, Rodel Mayol. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing purple, trimmed with gold, official weight also 108 pounds. His professional record stands at 24 victories, including 18 knockouts, only 1 defeat, with 2 bouts even. Damas y caballeros de Guadalajara, Mexico, the reigning, defending IBF Light Flyweight Champion of the World, Ulises Solis.
Your instructions in the dressing room. Expect a good, clean, professional contest. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch gloves. Good luck, gentlemen.
Just about ready to go here, Ulises Solis, the veteran on a 7-fight hot streak and the champion. As we look at Rodel Mayol, U.S. debut, and this one for the IBF 108-pound title. Here we go from Chicago. I don't think there'll be much referee breaking in this one, guys, at 108 pounds. They can fly.
You know, Nicky, one of the things that Rodel Mayol told us yesterday is that he wants to slow down Ulises Solis, because Solis actually likes to box, even though he's standing flat-footed now. His game is boxing. Rodel Mayol, a puncher, a body puncher. He says he's the much harder puncher in this fight. So let's take a look and see if he's good at his word.
Good point as we look at Solis. He's in the purple and gold. Rodel Mayol wants to move to his right. And then classically, if he could do it anyway, that right to the body and then left to the head. That is the game plan. It all works, Gennaro, in theory, but in practice, it's another story, isn't it?
Yeah, it is always different, you know, in a fight. I mean, in the gym, yeah, everybody can hit anybody, but, you know, when it comes down to the real fight, everything changes.
First round, crowd already calling for action. Man, this is a tough crowd here, huh, Wally?
Not kidding.
Good, that's great.
Yep.
We want to see it too. The champions on the left in the purple. And Mayol, the challenger from the Philippines. Each guy with just a single career loss. Mayol's only defeat against Eagle Kiowa when he faded down the stretch and got knocked down in a very close fight. So no disgrace there. Kiowa's been a champion for a while.
And that fight, Nick, was one of the best fights you'll ever see at this weight.
And, you know, there's something that Mayol actually said about Ulises. He said that he's just an okay opponent. He's an okay fighter. And this is his first time fighting here in the United States.
He seemed pretty confident when we spoke with him yesterday, didn't he, Gennaro?
Yeah, he did.
Very calm and not at all overwhelmed by the moment.
He's also talked about possible holes in the champion's defense. Do you see anything yet?
As of right now, he drops his left hand quite a bit, so that's a good target for a good right hand.
Right, so that right hand, we'll see that come into play. Guy in red, we're talking about Rodel. He really wants to use that right hand, then work that left hook. There he tried the hook once, then twice. That straight right hand whistles over the top, and now the crowd's getting into it as well as both fighters engage. And as predicted, with 30 seconds to go, there hasn't been anything resembling a clinch in this fight.
No, and so far, I think Mayol is really punching with some bad intentions here. He's got a lot of intensity on his punches.
Oh, there's a double hook from the champion, Solis. Not real clean, and a double jab back from Mayol.
Yes, and we have to also point out that in Ulises' corner, it's his brother and not his real trainer, Jolene Rivero, who's actually just trains him and leaves him come over here and do his own thing while he's back at home taking care of some business. So I wonder if that can play a big part here.
Absolutely, it could. But, you know, his brother's an excellent fighter in his own right. And, you know, they're very, very close, these two guys. They train together quite a bit.
Look here. You got to use that jab. You got to use that jab, boy. Hey, hook off the jab. Hook off the jab. Don't reach for him. Hook off the jab. Keep your position. Keep turning him, okay? Hold your head still. Close your eyes. Okay?
Estás agarrando, lo estás nulificando, no te puede atacar, no puede abrir ataque.
You can't attack if you grab him. You gotta open up and go right, left. Go under and punch him up. Okay?
No te quedes, no te quedes.
Don't wait for him.
No te me quedes, okay? Bonito.
Our translator in the corner of the champion, Enrique Lozano.
HBO pay-per-view. The best in pay-per-view entertainment is being brought to you by HBO.
Second round here in Chicago. The 108-pound IBF title is on the line. The belt holder right now on the right, Ulises Solis of Guadalajara, Mexico. And from the Philippines comes the challenger, Rodel Mayol, in the red. Neither guy really dialed in his offense there. The connect rate, not much. But again, it's a sense of getting a sense of the other guy and gauging his speed, perhaps, Gennaro, and how much power and how he moves.
Yeah, it's just a matter of the time going by while both of them figure out who's making what moves and how they're going to counter. Like right now, Ulises threw a very good uppercut, but didn't land it.
Right, he seems to want to crease the ribs of Mayol. Mayol with a high guard. Might be an opening there. Oh, and right through the middle goes Solis, shooting that left hand. Solis inviting the challenger to come get him on the ropes. Now it's back into the center of the ring. Mayol, the champion, with his back to the camera now.
Nick, one thing that Mayol's not doing so far that he said was going to be his game plan, he's not landing to the body as much as he wants to. He thought that would be the way to slow down Solis. Now, I think Solis has thrown him a curve a little bit because he's not moving all that much. He's pretty much standing right in front of him, and I think, if anything, Mayol expected a little bit more movement.
You know, Ulises is doing something that that his brother does as well too. you know, he sees Mayol getting ready to step in, he'll step back just about a half foot or so, a step back with that hand stretched out, and it gives him the opportunity to keep Mayol at a distance.
Is that a way also of trying to make Mayol commit himself so then he can counter?
It could be a way, but he hasn't done that yet. As you can see right now, he stretches out that hand, something that Jolene Rivero is always teaching his fighters to do, is step back, maintain that left hand out.
I think the challenger's got a little bit edge in the hand speed. What do you say?
I think he has a very good hand speed as well.
I think, you know what strikes me the most by him is the punching power, but the hand speed is good on both sides. It's a chess match, though, right now. It really is.
Neither guy really wants to back up. Good movement from both, as they should be doing. These are 108-pounders. Now a little bit of a infighting there as they trade, but it's continually to the left goes Model. Turning is the champion. He said he'd want to go to the right, but we haven't seen much of that so far here in the second round.
And again, Nick, I do not think that Solis is fighting quite the way Mayol expected him to fight.
What do you think of the pace, guys?
Very good pace. That jab of Ulises is actually maintaining Mayol at a pretty good distance. Good overhand right there. A little bit of action as well.
It's a tough fight to score, to my eyes, anyway.
And it is very difficult to score a fight like that.
We double up. We double up on the jab. We double up on the jab. Or we hook over the jab. One jab, hook off of it. Step to the right.
Corner of the champion, Enrique Lozano, translating for us.
You have water? Don't wait for him. You gotta go after him. You gotta go and keep going after him. Okay? Listen to me. You gotta feint and go. Okay? See, yeah. Now, when he hits you, you gotta hit him back real strong. So wait for him and come on.
We head to the third here in Chicago. Nick Charles, Wally Matthews, former world champion Genaro Hernandez. And the action again, yeah, just let punches fly. Both guys really letting their hands go pretty well. Through two. Solis, the champion, on the left. Very wide stance, wide setup there. And the Filipino very wide with his shots right now.
You know, Nick, in the corner of Solis, they were concerned, and I think rightfully so, that if Solis hesitates, they're going to allow Mayol to come in and land some of those body shots because, you know, right now, it seems to me, and Genaro, I want your opinion on this as well, that Mayol is the harder puncher, and he's the guy that wants to come forward, and they're afraid that if Solis allows him that extra little half a step, that they're going to get themselves into some trouble here.
Yeah, most definitely. He needs to set that pace with that jab, Ulises, and not give Mayol the confidence to be able to get in there.
Boy, you're right. Mayol, the challenger in red, definitely thinks offense first. They're a little bit of head movement, trying to draw the jab and maybe counter off it. But Mayol, a very composed challenger here in a very even fight so far in early stages. Uppercut from the champion Solis. Solis with a good connect rate in the jabs in second round. And now he'll try to work off the jab once again. Mayol content to let the champion be first.
He did sneak in a good little right hand, Mayol did, over the lazy jab of Archie Solis a few seconds ago.
Yeah, and Wally, you're right. It looks like Mayol wants to close distance a little bit, relying on power, and it looks like Solis, the champion, more comfortable to dictate distance, to keep him at arm's length.
And you know, something I like about Ulises is that he sees that right hand of Mayol coming, and he lets go of that left body shot, which is a very good weapon to use against a hard puncher like Mayol. And you know, they need to be careful with the clash of heads, because right now they almost clashed heads, and they both said, you know, it was unintentional to each other.
We'll watch that as the rounds click on here in Chicago. Ulises Solis has the IBF Lightflyweight belt and trying to get it from him, and his U.S. debut as Rodel Mayol comes from the Philippines. He's in red.
See, Mayol is trying to set up power shots with every shot. He's not jabbing at all. I mean, he's definitely he's digging and looking to counter with hard shots.
Yeah, I think he's a little tense. I think he wants to show everybody that he has power. He wants to knock Ulises out. But, you know, you got a fighter in there who's pretty smart, who's taking that step back, and then he's also countering, and he's elusive as well, too. So Mayol has to change his strategy a little bit and be a little more looser and learn how to box a little bit more, too.
I think he's trying to force it a little bit.
I think he's trying too hard.
Oh, there's that double left hook from the champion just before the bell. Well, you said it, a tough one to score. Let's listen in to the corner of the challenge.
Don't try to overpower him. Go ahead and box him. Utilize the double jab. Utilize the double jab and the quick right hand. You're not worried about a power right hand. Give me a quick right hand and then back with a hook. Double up on the jab, quick right hand, back with the hook. You understand me? Keep moving.
You feel okay? He's not hitting you. Come on. Nothing's going on. He hasn't done anything to you. Come on, you fucked him up in the eye already. Come on. Just go back. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Take the morale out of him. Come on. Stand square, and you got to go against the ropes and hit him.
As we head to the 4th round, Solis' work rate practically doubled Mayol's there, and he was a little bit more effective. CompuBox numbers, Solis 19 out of 92. Mayol landing just 13 of 56 shots. And what about the advice there from Kenny Adams in the corner?
Well, before we get to that, I just want to say I guess there was no other translation for the advice being given to Solis.
Yeah, and we apologize for that word that actually slipped out of our guys.
Yeah, well, it is boxing, and emotions do take over. You know, Kenny Adams, I thought in Mayol's corner was saying exactly
what he needs
Gennaro,
to do.
what you were saying. That he's concentrating too much on trying to throw a power punch instead of throwing just a quick punch, letting go a quick right hand rather than a power right hand.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you look at Mayol and you know, he's trying, you can see that he's trying hard to become a world champion, but, you know, it'll come, you know, he needs to work. You got 12 rounds, you know.
It's almost like
little by little.
He's trying to hit a home run with every swing.
And obviously, Ulises is not an easy target.
Well, Adams wanting Mayol to maybe double the jab and then that quick right hand and the left hook behind it. Is that too much to tell a fighter, hey, it's hard to land 4 shots?
Especially when you got a guy with good upper body movement like the way Ulises does. But, yes, it is. But, you know, you try it, though. You know, you maybe one or two punches may land.
Exactly. You can hit him on the back end, I suppose. And sometimes those 2nd and 3rd or 4th shots that do land, if you keep punching, good things happen. Huh?
Yeah, sometimes all it takes is just one shot out of those 4 to land. There you go, right there. That's what he did just good right now.
But Gennaro, you know, you make an excellent point about Solis and his somewhat unorthodox head movements. I think that's the one thing that surprises Mayol most of all so far in this fight. And sometimes it's something that you may not be able to pick up by watching tape, and it doesn't really, you don't realize how difficult it is until you get in there with the guy.
You're right. You're right. But you know what? A fighter in the caliber of Mayol already he's fighting for a world title. He should be able to pick up on certain things. Like, for instance, he throws a jab, and you know that most of the time, Ulises will lean over to the right. Instead of throwing a straight jab, throw a hook. Throw a short hook.
To pick up on your point, Wally, Solis, the real economy in motion. It's not like he's running all over the ring by any means, but very, very good to get the challenger to bite on things.
And I don't know about you guys. I'm not sure if it's just my vision or not, but I see like a little nick on the left cheekbone of Ulises already.
Yes.
You got good eyes.
We did get hit with that one solid right hand earlier in this round.
Single shots from the challenger Mayol. Now he'll try to counter, and he missed wildly with the hook twice.
Right. I think what you have to do with Ulises is not aim to the head, aim to the chest. You know, the head is going to move. The chest won't move. The body doesn't move.
It's a pretty good round for the challenger, I think.
He's actually done pretty good in this round. Another headbutt right there, but accidental.
Trying to power too much with the right hand. Touch him with the right hand. They come with a power hook. come back with another right hand. You with me? But you got to use the jab. Use your feints. Use your feints. Jabbing. Drop.
All right, let's take a look at some fourth-round action. I thought by far Mayol's best round of the fight. And we'll see here, that was a three-punch combination, and I think that the best way to land those multiple punch combinations, Gennaro, is you got to land the first punch.
Well, sometimes you do have to land the first one, but like he missed those first two, and the third one is actually the one that kind of hit him. So that one did connect.
You would think that missing the first punch, though, would throw you off the rhythm for the next two, and it did in that case.
Well, you know, that's why we throw combinations. Maybe the first, second one last, but the third one might. Or, you know, you never know. You just have to continue trying, and that's something that he did in that last round, which actually worked for him.
Anybody venture a guess what the cards say after 4 guys?
I can venture a guess on mine because I'm looking at it.
Go ahead.
2 rounds each. I hate it. It sounds like a cop-out, but
no, 2 rounds each. I'm going to contradict you on that one. I said 3-1.
Let me tell you,
Solis.
This is a tough one. Very tough to call. Very close each round. Solis, the champion in purple, and in the red and white, Rodel Mayol from the Philippines.
Gennaro, do we agree on the fourth round?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
I won't argue with that.
We differ on round 1 then.
But you know, Mayol actually came out here to Las Vegas for 6 weeks to get ready for this fight. So actually, he's in real good shape. Right now, he almost got caught with a pretty good left uppercut right there. Good double jab right there by Ulises.
Actually, right at the bell of round 4, Solis landed a terrific left hook.
Now it's Solis circling to the right. And the challenger, Mayol, hesitating. Guy's a little reluctant to fire. Short with the jab, and now in the exchange. A lot of missing here.
Yeah, Mayol is trying too hard to connect that left hook. You know, he needs to work off that jab.
Which is what Kenny Adams again implored him in the corner to do.
Like right there, he's taking his time. He did a good jab. He's watching to see what Ulises is going to do. You know Ulises is always going to throw that body shot. You need to try to stay away from there. He goes again with that one.
Boy, they both love that left hook.
Now, should Mayol be countering that left hook to the body with his right?
That's what Ulises is actually trying to get.
He's trying to draw him out there.
Yeah, he's trying to make him throw that right hand. That way he can counter with that left to the body. So if I was Mayol, I think I would fake that right, step back, and fire the right hand, because you know that left up to the body is going to come.
Mayol probing with the left hand.
Nice jabbing by Solis. It just seems to me so far that Solis is executing his game plan a lot better than Mayol is.
That's why he's a champion, huh? It would seem he's
good right
very
hand.
composed, but good right hand connect. Here comes Mayol, and they punch together. Solis trying to drive the challenger back.
Right.
And they both have pretty good knockout power. I mean, you're looking at Ulises, a champion, 24 with 18 knockouts, and Mayol, 23, 18 knockouts. So they both have good power.
Double hook from the champion.
This is being distributed by HBO Pay-Per-View. The best in pay-per-view entertainment is being brought to you by HBO.
As I was saying, you know, Ulises over here dropping his hands down. Right here, they're giving him instructions over here to Mayol. We got the graphic right there, pretty wrong right there. But we're in Mayol's corner right now, listening to see. And obviously over here in the corner over here with Ulises, it look like they're trying to stick out that jab.
Well, Solis' jab has certainly been a lot more effective than Mayol's jab. Mayol has used it in kind of a half-hearted manner when he's used it at all.
You know what surprises me is Not always a numbers guy, but CompuBox numbers. Mayol throwing 36 punches total. We're talking about a small guy. I think he's got to be a lot busier.
Because he thinks of himself as a knockout puncher.
He's
and that's what
loading
he's trying
up
to do.
too much. He really is.
I think what it is he's hesitating to throw because he knows he's going to get countered. Right there, he threw a pretty good left uppercut with a right cross that connected the right cross.
Right, yeah. So he's putting punches together now, but still, as Wally mentioned, working off that jab would make him even more effective.
Well, I wonder if not only is he surprised by how difficult it is to hit Ulises Solis to the head, but also by how quick Solis is.
It's amazing.
Oh, right there, it was a pretty illegal hit right there by Ulises. But, you know,
it's a pretty slick maneuver.
It counts.
He felt it.
Solis, it seems, is hittable right in front, but man, he's got some real elusive moves, and he doesn't waste energy.
Both of the fighters have like little mouse on each cheek. You got Ulises, who looks like his right eye, no, I mean his left eyebrow looks like it's kind of swelling, and his cheekbone, yeah, he has a red mark already on it. Good right hand by Ulises. And Mayol on the right side, his is kind of swelling up too. Oh,
that uppercut.
It was close. It was close.
This is the first round where it seems to me Mayol is not quite as steady on his feet as he was earlier in the fight.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, I thought he gave a little ground there with that punch.
He got clipped on the way in here again. Solis trying to time those rushes a little bit.
I mean, he hasn't given very much ground at all in this fight.
Mayol, the challenger, on the left. The champion is Ulises Solis in the purple. Mayol getting a little bit wild again.
And he's dropping that right hand when he's throwing, a good uppercut. But it was blocked by that right glove of Mayol.
Solis' right hand, now a good flurry on the way out. So that combination scored.
Stay off that head.
Oh, beautiful professional move there, wasn't it?
It was a nice move. I mean, you know, you just can't get any better than moving like that and getting away from punches.
It staggered him, that left hand. And left hook finally found a home.
They landed almost simultaneously.
Champion saying he's not hurt.
And it wasn't really counted. Well, we're going to have to get another look at that.
He got hurt.
Boy, he was
better believe it.
That was a stun gun, and there's a lot of time left for Mayol to take this championship now. Let's see if he can do it. Right hand lands.
And he hurt him again.
Another right hand. Now the champion has to hold on to get out of this round.
And Ulises is doing a very good job, moving, getting away.
And he applied the finish. It looks like Solis, if he can avoid a flush shot, will survive. Wow, what action.
I'll tell you what, I think Solis was hit with a punch he did not see. He landed a pretty good left hook at the same time, and we'll see.
Come on, I don't care. We lost the round, man. Come on. I want you to, come on, keep rotating to your left, man. Let's put some legs into it. Come on. Hey, come on, let's see. Drink some water. How do you feel? Huh? Okay. Come on, take a breath. Take a deep breath. Come on. Deep. Take a breath. Come on.
All right, let's see if we can find out exactly what happened there. There was right up. Oh, that's, come on. It's a delayed reaction. Right? That's a delayed reaction knockdown. All right, he was pushed. He went down with help from Mayol there.
What do you think of the call, guys?
I think it should be considered a knockdown.
Don't forget, we're looking at it in slow motion here. There was a lot less time in real time that elapsed between the punch.
Yeah, Mayol never pushed him down. He never pushed him down. He never threw his arm down.
That's a knockdown.
And, you know, we were talking about firing in combination. As big as that left hook was, it was partially set up by a good right hand from the challenger. So combination punching, power punching from Mayol. Let's see. Gennaro, what do you do now? Obviously, you've stunned your opponent. He's a champion. You didn't put him away. What happens now if you're Rodel Mayol?
Well, you continue going forward again and continue throwing combinations. I mean, you already took some of the best shots that Ulises already landed on him. So you know what? Go in there and play your cards. You're in the 7th round. It's a world title fight on the line. So you know what? Let's go to work and let's try to get that hook again.
Well, Wally, that was an easy 10-8 round there in the 6th. How do you have it now?
Well, now I've got Mayol ahead by a point because I did give him a 10-8 round. Because the referee doesn't call it a knockdown doesn't mean we can't call it a knockdown. The other thing is, I think that what happened in that round, Nick and Gennaro, is that Mayol's belief in his punch and his belief in his punching power, I think, was borne out. And, we may think that he's being too patient, but I think, this is what he was planning to do all along.
Right, and I think he got hurt again right now with a short shot.
Champion is backing up, seriously.
And I'm going to contradict you on the 10-8 round, okay? I'm going to say that it was a 10-7 because, you know what, he got dropped, and then he was hurt again. Like right now, he's getting hit with a pretty shot.
You are liberal with the points. I like it.
Boy, that double left hook landed again as Mayol is starting to batter the champion. They want him to really run, they told him in the corner. Just stay away, but he's right in the pocket against Solis, trying to keep a little bit of distance there. The way he's been fighting this entire fight, really. Got hit again.
Good body shot, and he felt it. He felt that shot.
Whoa!
He felt that liver shot. That's what he's been looking for all night.
Now Solis with a head of steam offensively himself. Now the battle is back and forth, two-way action. The first time in this fight where somebody's broken through and the other guy comes back. Definitively, Solis beginning to launch himself offensively.
Well, in reality, what Solis was doing has worked throughout the entire fight with the exception of that one moment when he got caught.
As you said, by a punch he didn't see.
Yeah, I think he got careless, landed a good shot, and got nailed, but otherwise...
Oh, they both traded right hands there, delayed. Right hand from Mayol. Solis came back with one a few moments later.
And Mayol is actually feeling that body shot. Ulises is continuing to throw that shot, which Mayol eventually clinches quite a bit. So he knows that he's feeling that shot, so Ulises is continuing to do that.
Mayol really connecting with power punches. Certainly in that sixth, they'll be anxious to see how this one plays out. Seventh round of what has to be a close fight for the IBF Lightflyweight champion.
Number one, you got to go. If you want this fight, listen to me. If you want this fight, you got to go get the fight. You can't stand back, look at him. You heard him around before. Then you went there and you looked at him and you played with him for a whole damn round. You learned the jab, drop the right hand, continue moving to the right, and give it that.
Okay, seventh round action here, and there's a good left hook by Mayol. Now later in the round, Archie Solis comes back with some terrific work. Another tough round to score. Hey, you'll see Solis now with that shot to the body that you pointed out, Gennaro, and then follows it up with a good flurry to the head.
And there we go. There's another look at it. There's that body shot that already had affected him. So Solis continues to throw combinations, and you can see that he flinched a little. He felt that shot.
And the mouthpiece was half out of his mouth, which means the wind was probably knocked out of him.
Round number 8, Mayol actually had the champion staggered a couple of rounds ago, and now Ulises came back in this last round, landed some good shots, and well, we're going to see if Solis has enough to deal with Mayol in this round.
Are you wondering if he let the moment slip away?
I think he might have, but you know what? I see some blood on the right arm of Ulises, so I'm not sure where that is coming from.
Well, Kenny Adams agrees with you, Wally, or at least would answer that question. Yes, he wants him to really go after the champion and go after that title. I didn't hear anything about really boxing or punching your way in behind the jab. He wants him to let loose.
Well, they all know now, everybody in both corners knows that Mayol can hurt Solis.
You said it.
So, and you don't know if the moment is coming back. I agree with Kenny Adams. I don't think you go out there gambling.
Oh! He's out. He got to be out on this one.
Short to the left.
There's no way he's going to
big right hand. That's all.
Suddenly it's over.
Well, now we know why Kenny Adams was so urgent in that corner.
You had him on. You had him going, the champion, and suddenly a chopping little left hand followed by a 12-inch right, just a hammer shot, and down went Rodel Mayol for the count.
Picture perfect. How to throw a 1-2.
Mayol is smiling for some reason. Even he admires the punch.
Oh, I couldn't imagine just a more compact punching, loaded with power.
And he ran into it.
He really did. Maybe his own momentum helped.
And for people who are actually studying to be fighters or young fighters right now, take a look at this 1-2 shot. Perfect. He didn't open up his arms, wide it up or anything like that. He didn't load it up. It was just a short little 1-2 shot.
Absolutely right. Oh, Mayol, valiant in defeat. He had his moments, had the champion down, but couldn't finish him.
And you have to wonder if he's thinking about letting a moment get away from him. Let's take another look at it. And Gennaro, you call it.
He comes 1-2, 1 overhand right on the chin, right on the chin. There he is. Look where the hands are at. Look where the hands are at.
Wowie. And when you fall face forward like that, you don't even have the reflexes to break your own fall. You're out.
Here we go on another angle. Clean. 1-2 overhand. Ulises even knew that was it.
Oh, that's a championship caliber knockout punch.
It's so easy to second guess. Why was Mayol standing there? The champion feinted with almost a left hook and then came back with that jab, and Mayol standing in no man's land was vulnerable.
I think Solis just clean beat him to the punch.
Oh, he was doing nothing there.
Oh, what he did, he stepped back to avoid the shot. He avoided the left hand, but then the right hand came right in there.
The champion proving why he's got that caliber, that quality. He absolutely took a free shot and held his title.
Comes at 1 minute, 13 seconds of round number 8. The winner by knockout victory, still IBF light flyweight champion of the world, Ulises Solis.
That's just an excellent win for Solis.
It was something that.
Gee, what a spectacular finish for Ulises Solis. Rodel Mayol had his moments in this fight. He had a boatload of confidence going, and his corner wanted him to seize the opportunity because he had the champion hurt. But guys, Solis proved once again why he has that caliber, that quality in him, dealing with the kind of adversity and coming back the way he did.
The total punches from punch stats: 359 thrown by Ulises, 99 connected, 28%. 304 by Mayol, 82 landed, 27%. Obviously, the connection was in favor of.
But you know what? There's only one punch that really counts here.
The best one was the last one. Exactly what I was thinking, Wally. Ulises Solis came in here defending his world title, and he goes out the same way as Rodel Mayol is beaten inside 8.
Well, so, right now the crowd is still stunned by the 1-2. As we see Mayol walking behind us, he looks like he's in pretty good shape now. He's a little disappointed, but, well, he gave it best. He had the champion hurt, and obviously he couldn't finish him off.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt. If anybody had any questions about Archie Solis' credentials as a world champion, forget about it now, because this was a real fight. This guy was in trouble just 2 rounds back, ends the fight the cleanest, most spectacular way you can. I mean, I don't think you can say enough about how well he fought here.
A spectacular knockout in favor for Ulises. Now I wonder if Mayol actually thinks that Ulises is an okay fighter now.
Well, I wonder if he still thinks he's the harder puncher. Because he told us, right? He said I'm the much harder puncher.
Right.
Well, he may be, but clearly Solis hits harder.